welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. I have just recently got back in from getting my bottom braces fitted, so I'm not quite used to them yet. So if I talk weirdly at all or sound a bit lispy, that is why. I've also only had the top ones for a couple of days now, so I'm still adjusting to those ones, but hopefully I'll still be able to talk fairly normally is what I'm hoping for. Today I thought I would share with you my summer goals for summer 2019, as it is the beginning of July when this video goes up, and it just kind of got me thinking, what do I want to do this summer? What do I really want to achieve? I think with just having had a real sort of full-on year at uni, it's just made me really want to appreciate all this free time now that I've got during summer and having 3 solid months off. So I just thought, what can I do to sort of make the most of that time, and what do I really want to use that time for and work towards? So I thought by sharing my goals as well, it makes it much more likely that I'll actually do them. I don't know what the exact percentages are, but I know for sure there's been studies into already just writing down your goals makes it much more likely that you'll achieve them, and then telling people about them makes you even more accountable to actually follow through with it, so then you're even more likely to actually pursue it and achieve it. So I thought that's what I would do today, and let's get straight into this video. It might also provide you some inspiration for what to do over summer, or you may want to work towards as well. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So my first thing is something that I thought was quite obvious and a good one to start with, but that is just making the most of free time to really focus on YouTube and Instagram. Towards the end of my uni year, I really did start to push more on Instagram, as I don't know, I just got some inspiration and I wasn't that active over there, whereas now I try to get up at least a few posts a week, as well as being a lot more active on my stories and just really trying to engage more on there. So hopefully over the summer I'll definitely be able to continue that, and if not, be even more active on there now that I've got even more free time to sort of invest time into that. And as well on YouTube as well, just making maybe videos that take either a bit longer to film or record or edit as well, now that I have more time to do that. And just, yeah, really invest more time into YouTube and Instagram, as it is what I'm passionate about and would really like to sort of grow my audience on both of them. So that is, I think, a good place for me to start this summer and use my time wisely for sort of boosting my content on those 2 platforms. Another thing I would like to do, I don't want to give too much away about this, but if you watch me then you definitely know I'm into like health, fitness, nutrition. Obviously if you saw my uni announcement video, you know that I'm going to be studying nutrition from September onwards for the next few years at uni, and I've thought of a concept of an idea of a product that I would love to release. I have no idea how you go about releasing a product or developing one or getting the manufacturing of it or the packaging or anything like that. I am completely clueless in this area, but I have thought of a product related to health and nutrition and food, that kind of thing. If you watch my favourites videos, then you know I love a good new food product, and I don't want to give away what it is in case it just doesn't happen, but I've even thought of like a name for it and everything, and all the different kind of flavours I'm gonna say. That's probably as much as I'm gonna go into that I'd like to create as well. And the actual product itself I could quite easily work on from home in my own kitchen and develop it, so that wouldn't be an issue as such. It'd just be more then where you go from there. But I'd love to at least spend time this summer sort of investigating that a little bit more, trying and testing out my product idea and seeing if it's actually something that I'd be able to pursue and follow through with, and also just experiment with flavours. And as I've got a lot of time, I can really use the time to just sort of work on it and get it right and see if it is something that could potentially go somewhere. So if you happen to know anything about this kind of area or developing a product or getting it out there, then definitely let me know. But that is something I would like to work on and kind of look into a bit more and see if it is actually a possibility. My third thing I would like to do is to travel more, which I think is something that's so common to summer holidays. Already I am going away on my family holiday, and then I'm away for a week in London doing summer in the city, and then I've also got an Ariana concert the following weekend, so I thought I might as well make that into a week-long stay. But In particular, not just travelling more, but specifically doing a solo trip before returning to uni. Probably thinking September time, as I basically have the whole of September free, and that's when flights are like cheapest as well. So I was thinking of going somewhere maybe a little bit further afield and doing some kind of solo trip. Whether it will happen or not, I don't know, but I definitely see a lot of people who go out on solo trips or to new places they've never been before by themselves and just finding it such an eye-opening experience. So I'd love to know what that's like. So definitely, while flights are cheaper in September, I think I should really just make the most of that. Even if I don't end up going somewhere far afield, at least just go somewhere while I have the time and the cheaper flight option in order to do that. So something I might look into. Let me know if you've ever done a solo trip, or if you're planning one, or if you would like to do one and where you would go, to give me some kind of inspiration of destinations. One of my favourite places that I've ever been to, if you saw my vlogs last summer, well, not even just one of, but definitely my favourite place that I've ever been to on holiday is LA, and I just loved it so much there last summer. I honestly want to return there. I just don't, it's not that expensive. I've looked into flights already, it's not that expensive for September. I'm debating whether to return or not and do a solo trip there. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, let me know any destination ideas that you might have for a bit of inspiration as well, so I can look at some other options too. Something that I have become more and more interested in recently is the law of attraction and manifestation, and I did do a video, I'll link it down below, probably last month or a month or two ago, about sort of law of attraction, the basics. I only really started to look into it recently, and with me getting more interested in it towards the end of uni when I was getting busy with coursework and exams, I haven't had the time to properly sit and fully look into it and test it out. But I did do a video covering all the kind of basics and some interesting facts and things that I'd found out so far about it. So if you don't know what law of attraction is, or you're starting to get into it as well, definitely recommend that you check out that video just for a general overview of everything, kind of the basics around it and some of the interesting studies and things that I'd found related to it. But I would kind of like to look into it more this summer, as well as then actually putting it into practice and trying to manifest something. I'm not sure what yet. I do want to create a vision board, so that might give me inspiration of what I could manifest this summer. But I was also considering doing a law of attraction challenge. I've seen these challenge videos going around on the internet. There's a lot of law of attraction challenges where you try to manifest something. They're often, I think, around like 21 days or a month kind of in length. So that would involve filming it for a whole entire 21 days or a month and doing the little daily tasks that you have to do. But let me know if that's something that you would be interested in seeing, because I have enjoyed watching other people's videos and seeing the outcome, and some of them have actually been crazy, like how much of it has come true. There was one video which I watched by Renee Amberg, and this is where I kind of got the inspiration for doing a challenge video related to the law of attraction. And she basically did the 21-day challenge, and she was trying to manifest more travel into her life, and during that time so many different trips kept popping up and different travel opportunities. It's just crazy how well it actually worked out for her. So I'm really intrigued in giving it a go and trying to manifest something as well. So definitely let me know if that is something you'd be interested in seeing, and even if I don't film it as a challenge video, it's definitely something I'd like to look into more and test it out a little bit. My final thing that I'd like to do this summer is to read more books. I've never been a reader as a kid, but more recently I've kind of got into it. I would read a book every now and again as a child, but it was never a big thing for me. And then I had a good few solid years, particularly throughout secondary school, where I just didn't read besides the books that we had to for school. I don't know whether that put me off reading, because I'm not gonna lie, the ones that you often have to read at school aren't the most exciting, interesting books. Some of them are alright, but other ones just, they're not really the most inspiring or making you want to read, which I feel like is what they're supposed to do. But anyway, I didn't really read much during secondary school in particular, and I've just gotten into it more recently. I never sort of like reading any kind of heavy text or anything super historical or any real kind of factual long lengthy books, but I love to read a good light-hearted romantic comedy kind of style book. One of my favourite authors that I've been loving at the moment is Sofieee. All of her books are just great easy reads, and I love her style of writing. And I've basically got into the rhythm of reading a lot at night. but I kind of would just read a chapter a night, and then I'd be so busy during the day that I wouldn't then get time to fully just read during the day as well. So I'd love to just actually take more time during my days as well as just before going to bed to actually read and try and get through. I haven't set a goal yet, but I feel like I should, because that's the best way to go with goals, is actually setting measurable sort of targets. So I feel like I should set a goal of how many books I want to read a month. Definitely when I go away to Greece, we're going to be spending a lot of time just sat on the beach. So that's a good opportunity for me to really get into some books and read quite a bit then. But I don't want to be too overly optimistic, but let's say 4 books a month. So I'm now thinking, like, I used to just about get through 1 at uni, but then I was only reading at night. So it might be achievable, especially with my beach holiday coming up and me just having a lot more free time. So I'm going to try and set myself the goal of 4 books a month. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, I need to try and track down those books that I want to read. I've currently got 3 sat in a pile on my desk actually, so that's a good start for July. I've got 3 ready for July to go. I need to find a 4th one, and hopefully I'll manage to get through those. I'll be good and happy enough if I get through 3 at least, but ideally I'm going to try and get through 4 a month and just, yeah, see how it goes. So those were my summer goals for 2019 and some of the things that I would love to achieve this year and this summer, and just make the most of these nice long summers before future work starts in years to come. So I thought I would just set some goals for this free time, and actually it kind of gives your time purpose as well. When you have a lot of free time on your hands, setting goals can be really motivating and make you make the most of your free time as well. If you have enjoyed this video, be sure to smash a big thumbs up on it so that I know you have. Also, let me know what some of your summer goals are down below in the comments, or if you haven't yet thought of any, get thinking of some. Let me know what you'd like to achieve this summer, or if any of mine provided you some sort of inspiration for some ideas as well. Definitely let me know all of that down below. Also, be sure to click on that little red subscribe button if you are new to my channel, as well as tapping on that notifications bell so that you're notified whenever I upload, and I'll be sure to see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye!